Now, our next story is about a Trump family member and his links to West Asia. We're talking about Jared Kushner's private equity firm, which has signed a deal with a company connected to the Israeli defense industry.
In between slamming statements and paused negotiations, it has now been reported that West Asian powers have invested significant money in a firm linked to Israeli Defense Ministry. The link between Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Qatar is former White House Middle East policy advisor Jared Kushner. Former US President Donald Trump's son-in-law has a Miami-based investment firm, the Affinity Partners. It recently purchased a $150 million stake in the Shlomo Group, which is an Israeli car leasing firm. The catch is, the Shlomo Group is in partnership with the owner of Israel's only domestic builder of warships. The parent company of the Shlomo Group also partly owns Israel Shipyards, the only Israeli company that builds ships for the Israeli Navy, including vessels armed with American-made missiles. Kushner, in a recent interview with the New York Times, said he didn't invest in the naval part of Shlomo Group's business. But it cannot be ignored that most money that went towards the deal comes from the Gulf power holders. Saudi Arabia invested $2 billion in Kushner's fund under the direction of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The United Arab Emirates and Qatar invested $200 million each. Back in March, the Affinity Partners financial disclosure showed 99% of the funds given to the firm are from foreign investors. This brings us to the larger role Kushner played in America's West Asian policy when Trump was in power. The chairman of the Shlomo Group also hinted at the same. He said that money wasn't the main need from Kushner. However, it was his connections that could help open up business opportunities in the Middle East. Kushner played a pivotal role in brokering the Abraham Accords, which led to the normalization of relations between Israel and several Arab nations. This included the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. During his time as US West Asia Czar, Kushner emphasized on building relationships with Gulf states, particularly Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, to help counter Iran's influence in that region. But experts are critical of his dealings in West Asia. Some say that Kushner's close relationship with certain Gulf states, particularly Saudi Arabia, raised questions about potential conflicts of interest and human rights abuses.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.